All righty. Welcome to our holiday edition.
Feliz Navidad, Happy New Year, everything you be celebrating. Happy Hanukkah, whatever. Hope you all enjoying yourselves. I know Hanukkah hasn't started yet. That's next week.
It's the season for it all.
Yeah.
So uh
Festivus.
guess remember that we don't Festivus thinks the 21st, right? Festivus is the 21st.
I think so. I have to go back and watch that. It's where we yell at each other and reveal grievances.
Airing of the grievances, and we're gonna perform feats of strength.
If you guys don't get that reference, you did not grow up in the 90s.
No, and you did not work at H&H Bagels. What forgot what I was gonna say. So next, this is our last trivia of the year. I know that sounds very big and important, but it just means we're taking off next Wednesday, and 2025 literally is the next Wednesday. So, but what that means is that this is your last chance to get a win to get into the 2024 Tournament of Champions, which will be held at some point in the next couple of months. I will be getting with you all, but that'll be your last chance. If you win the night and you get a second win, you'll be on the board. That's a very short list. A lot of people have already in that are regulars, but if somebody here happens to pick up a second win, you will be in the Tournament of Champions. We'll have 10 people. So that will be exciting. If one of our repeat winners wins yet again, then so be it. That'll just be 9. But we will watch a movie on Discord sometime next week. We might put a poll up real quick, like in the next day. Maybe I'll just do it tonight after the show, and see what day you want to watch it. Because I was thinking we could do it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but I also realized that you may have things to do if you're spending it with family. I'm not traveling for the holiday. We did our family Christmas stuff this past weekend, so I'm going to be home. And I have to work on the 24th, but I'm remote, so I'm already not gonna be too preoccupied with family stuff. So we'll watch a Christmas horror movie. I'm thinking Krampus. Not 100% sure, but we'll watch something on Discord. I'll ask you all what you want to do. If Tuesday or Wednesday are okay. If not, we might just do it on Friday. But yeah, that's it.
Cool. Yeah, I got to work Christmas Eve, off Christmas, and day after Christmas. Christmas Eve, I know we're going to be busy. Everybody last minute gifts at the comic book store.
I'm off through the 1st, but I've got to work the 24th. So, but it's going to be remote. It's not like anything really is going to be happening. Honestly, this week's already been pretty dead. So I think tomorrow might be my last real day of work for the year, but we'll see. Things always break. So
yes, Krampus is great, Andy.
It is very good. And we have 15 holiday questions for you. So it's double theme month.
I'll kick it off. So, what is the name of the dog in Gremlins? Gizmo, Buddy, or aforementioned Bitch, or Barney? Name of that dog in Gremlins. They call it Gizmo, Buddy. I think it's Bitch or Barney.
Why is it saying there's 16 questions?
When I looked at the document, you had 16 listed. I think one snuck in there.
I think it's 15 because it skips one. So do I have a leftover question from last week? And we might find out what the 16th question is because I don't know if it's actually a holiday horror question. Oh, no, you're right. I just made 16. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
You're right. I'm just stupid. Okay, cool. I put 15 in.
All right. How'd you guys do on this one? Just watched this the other day, too. Still holds up.
There is also a poll on the YouTube community page on
Barney.
What day you would rather play trivia. And right now, Friday before the movies is trending. So we'll take that into consideration. If it happens on Fridays, I'm about to train a lot more people to help run trivia because I'm not always free on Fridays. So we'll have to take that. Wednesdays have been good for me to actually host it. So
yeah, Wednesdays is my one day off.
I don't know, it's the day Pete's cut off. So We'll figure it out. We'll certainly find ways to work in more trivia
Yeah.
before movies on some weeks, but I don't know if we'll be able to make it every Friday necessarily. We'll figure it out. What you need to figure out is what the alternative title for Christmas Evil is. And yes, of course, Nocturnal. Hell's Kitty is a classic. You all should watch that.
I don't think I've seen Hell's Kitty. That looks good.
There's a lot of stuff on the channel right now. It's pretty good. We've been sharing a lot of cool stuff. But what is alternative titles? It Better Watch Out, The Naughty List, Silent Nightmare, or Silent Night of Revenge.
All sound like actual movie titles.
Yes, I made up quite a few fake movies for this, even though there are a ton of Christmas horror movies, at least like 45 or 50, depending on what you
More so
consider.
than you would think.
Huh?
They were pretty good because I think they got the Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's like 5 of those plus the remake.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think I'm just like talking different titles, not even just the sequels to the classic ones. There's a lot.
Pretty split on that one, guys.
You better watch out.
I mean, half and then split, I should say.
Spread around.
Good.
I do like it when like all 4 answers have answers.
I mean, either one would fit for that movie. I mean, all fit. I think I made the other 3 up. So.
Oh, actually, I may know what we watch instead of. I mean, Krampus is great, but there is another movie that we found that you all should watch if you never have. So,
what you need to watch is Krampus, and you would know the answer to this question. In Michael Dougherty's Krampus, who's the first family member to be taken? Was it Linda, Howard, Beth, or Aunt Dorothy? Who's the first? Because remember, they're not killed in that movie; they're taken. Who's the first taken? Linda, Howard, Beth, or Aunt Dorothy?
They're not necessarily taken to a happy place, though.
Yeah.
You might wish for death. Are they actually making a sequel to this?
I love Toni Collette in this movie even better than Hereditary.
That's true. Oh, yeah. I don't want to mention the movie we might watch because it's part of an answer. If you're a YouTube channel member or a Patreon member, it's the hint question.
I'm buffering. No, we're good now. It's just me.
You blinked out for a second, but
yeah, I buffered for a second, but I reset.
Yeah, if it ever freaks out, I'll get it.
It was Beth. That's the young sister. She was first taken.
Aunt Dorothy. Aunt Dorothy's my favorite.
It's just.
I mean, Howard was pretty good too, though. Dave Cocker was pretty good as the redneck uncle.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie. I think Michael Dougherty's going to do Trick or Treat too, which if he's sticking around to it.
We need it. We need more anthologies. In this movie, a killer clause terrorizes a sorority. What is that? Is it the Day of the Beast? Is it Santa's sorority slaughter? Is it Saint? Or is it Black Christmas? What movie features a killer clause terrorizing a sorority?
One of my favorite slashers of all time.
It is a good one.
And I only saw it till like a couple of years ago. Like I was like Johnny come lately with this movie.
It's pretty old, dude. It's from the 70s. It was like 74, I think.
And Christmas Evil too. I know we already had a question on Christmas Evil. I didn't see that till I saw Good Bad Flicks cover it, and I was like, "Oh, let me go watch this," and it was really good. And I have covered Christmas Evil and the answer to this question on my channel if you want to go check those out. I have covered those movies.
It is Black Christmas. Which, I mean, it could have happened any time of the year because it was like a sorority theme. It just happened to be a killer Santa Claus, It could have easily just been like a summer, slasher movie, but it was Christmas theme.
I don't hate the remake, not the 2019 garbage, but the other remake, 2008. I don't hate it. I mean, there's worse remakes out there. I mean, it's a low bar.
There's worse original movies out there.
Yeah. So in Jack Frost 2, which is a movie, what food item is crucial in defeating Jack? Is it salt, cinnamon, carrots, or bananas? What do they need to get rid of Jack Frost and Jack
I
Frost
can't believe Michael Keaton reprised his role for
2?
this.
Right? He can play evil. Was it salt, cinnamon, carrots, or bananas? Good old. I think they came out the same year too.
They, I still think that was like the original prank was swapping those VHSs. It was so
Right?
easy. It was so easy to do. It was a victimless crime, unless you were kids
Yeah.
and you tried
And
to watch
these
Jack
movies
Frost.
they're fun. They're not good, but they're fun B movies.
Doesn't Jack Frost 2 take place like in Hawaii?
Yeah, like on vacation, but he turns the island into like a blizzard area.
Yeah, that one's actually pretty funny.
Man, I
Yeah,
think I
it's
got you
definitely
guys
worth
on this
watching.
one. Yeah, it was bananas because at the end of Jack Frost 1, the sheriff tackles him into like a vat of antifreeze. The
Yeah.
sheriff was injured, who's allergic to bananas, so his blood got mixed in with Jack. So now Jack inherited his allergicness to bananas.
Nettie, that's awesome. Rented Jack Frost instead of Jack Frost. Told you, victimless crime. It just builds character. When you have to ask why the snowman's killing people when the commercials didn't show that. You know what they also don't show? That child that Harry Stadling hates in Christmas Evil. Who is that damn kid? Is it Scotty? Is it Moss? Is it Kevin? Or is it Frank? Who's
Harry
that?
was one of the original. Harry was in the Wet Bandits. So Christmas Evil is just a prequel to Home Alone.
Oh, Ginger Dead Man. Yeah, Ginger Dead Man's good.
Yeah, along with the Evil Bong.
You can't have Ginger Dead Man without Evil Bong. Have they ever been in the same movie though?
I think it was Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong. If I'm not
Was it even? Well, I know that there was Ginger Dead Man versus like the toys. There's
Yeah.
that one, and that's kind of like a Christmas.
But I
movie
think
too.
they show up in a movie. I think Ginger Dead Man may have a cameo.
Okay, I don't know if they've ever been directly fitted. I think it's like a cameo because they're all just
I'm sorry about this question, also,
universe.
guys, but he's got a hatred for Moss Garcia.
Does
He's
hate-
got voiceover where he's talking about his hatred for Moss Garcia.
I mean, who doesn't hate Moss? Come on, come on. It's just so unlikable. And this Grinch sweater, this pan for the IP is very, very warm. A Christmas
Come on, I think
story.
the rest of the questions should be pretty good. I so far, I mean, I
Look,
feel
we got you
bad.
6. We followed up Tony Todd theme trivia with another 16 questions. This is back-to-back weeks of lots of questions. Some
So
deep
this
cuts.
horror anthology features a killer Christmas story, horror days, holidays, holiday horror-thon, or the harrowing holidays.
A lot of alliteration.
Yes, lots of H's. So which holiday
Hanukkah.
anthology features a killer story about Christmas? Horror days, holidays, holiday horror-thon, or the horroring holidays?
I enjoyed making up some of these.
Pretty good. I think I've seen this one once.
Apparently, it doesn't have very good ratings, but it has like a Valentine's Day and a Christmas and it's like every single holiday is a horror story.
I even think they get Flag Day or Arbor Day.
Yeah, they do like a bunch of random ones. It's like 7 or 8, which is kind of funny. Just holidays.
Holidays.
But horror days, holiday horror-thon, and harrowing holidays are all made up. But maybe one day they could be real.
That'll be in our box set with None for You.
The movies we made up and then had to go back and make them box collection. It'll be
That's
on
going to be
sale.
the title of it.
It'll be on the infomercials between the Shirley Temple and the Girls Gone Wild.
Don't forget now. Everybody now 122 or something.
Rare Exports. Rare Exports that's a good one. This is a good one too, though. It features Emily Blunt as a college student. Which one of these holiday horror movies is this? Winter Break, Wind Chill, The Dorm That Dripped Blood, or Killer Christmas?
Oh, Emily Blunt. You're surprised how many like mainstream actresses.
There's
and
a lot of, and this one's even better because I think all these are real Christmas movies, Christmas horror movies. I don't think I made up. I can't remember if this is the one I didn't make up any or I just made up one. That was the best part. Was like there was a bunch of deep cut Christmas movies that I just could take the titles from. Maybe there's one made up in here. I think there's one that's made up in here. But these are all Christmas horror movies.
I think I even covered the Dawn That Drip Blood on my channel as well. Y'all need to go check that stuff out.
If you don't, we'll ban you.
And don't forget, the winner gets 2 entries into my Wolverine Funko Pop giveaway, which ends at midnight tonight.
Ooh. It's milk and cookies, Jay, not milk and doo-doo. It's the Christmas season. It's wind chill.
Don't forget to leave a Beretta, some Twinkies, some shoes.
Bring me the Beretta. I like how Winter Break got everybody. That was the fake one. The other two are real Christmas killer movies.
Yeah, the Dawn That Drip Blood is like that's an actual movie. But it did not star Emily Blunt.
It did not. It did not. There is only one.
Not a bad 70s slasher. I think it's late 70s.
The Full Metal Bitch, if you're a Edge of Tomorrow fan.
If you're an Edge of Tomorrow fan, you may know the answer to this question or not. That's the bad segue. But this Christmas horror movie features the return of a psychotic Santa Slayer that haunted a young girl. You'll Die, Santa's Sleigh, Killer Claus, or Black Christmas. What horror movie features the return of a psychotic Santa Slayer haunting a young girl?
This was your member and patron hint tonight.
You'll Die, Santa Sleigh, Killer Claus, or Black Christmas. All of them?
No, the key is it's the return of one that haunted a young girl. It's a return of a killer that attacked this person in their past. This is like a Jamie Lee Curtis Halloween dealio. Repeat killer appearance.
I tell you what,
You'll Die.
You'll Die sounds made up, but good
You'll
job.
Die. You'll Die may be the movie we watch on Discord. It was lost media, and somebody finally uploaded a copy of it. So we have a copy of it. We reviewed it. A friend of ours made this. His name was Seth Middleton. His name is Seth Middleton, but he's not making movies anymore. Back in 2010, and it was lost media. We had a screener copy, and it was like on IndieFlix, and you can't rent it anymore. And it's been missing for a very long time. So we might show that one because it's a really good movie, really underrated.
And you see, Joseph said he wouldn't have known that without the hint. So join our Patreon. You get a free question.
It's pay to win. Joseph's in the tournament trivia champions. That can give you the edge. Just like how many gremlins Billy's mom kills in Gremlins.
It's like like the mom in like Critters. She kills as many critters as the bounty hunters. She like takes out a bunch of them.
Well, I was going to say, Boba Fett, thank you. So, yes, type the number for the answer. Don't type the actual number in the answer for it to count.
Yeah.
That's the fun part of the number ones with this system. So
and never put the number in any of your normal chats. Because the next question will take that number as your answer.
It will override your answer.
Joseph would have won by almost would have got a perfect 10, I think, if I didn't catch him. It was 3.
It's a pretty good gremlin count.
Yeah, she stabbed one. She put one in that blender thingy and one in the microwave.
Let's say she's the one that did the microwave one. That's the one I always remember is the microwave scene.
Yeah, because he starts bubbling. It's just that's scary as a kid. That dude starts bubbling.
I want to say I saw Gremlins when I was like 6 or 7, and I don't think I was ready for it. That movie that's pretty creepy when you're a kid.
Yeah,
Mogwai.
A young Corey Feldman before he became really. If you want a good laugh of cringe, watch some Corey Feldman music videos. But you also need to watch this because this movie was
still available.
Was featured in Kings of Horror's self-obsessed social media couple discovering the true meaning of Christmas. Was it The Gift, Stuffings, Psycho Santa, or all wrapped up?
I think I made up some of these too.
So if you watch Kings of Horror, you've seen this movie. Involved a self-obsessed social media couple discovering the true meaning of Christmas. Stuffings, the gift, Psycho Santa, all wrapped up.
And you can still watch it. It's not too late. It's still available on the channel. So you
Psycho
should go
Santa. That
watch it.
reminds me of, if you ever watch Married with Children, they had a fake show called Psycho Dad. So
Doesn't mean I remember it. Well, I didn't either, but I went back and looked to make these questions. Like, maybe I should go dig deep on our own catalog. So we've done lots. We usually do lots of Christmas themed horror movies in December. So it's Stuffings.
spread out pretty well.
Stuffings. It's Australian. All Wrapped Up. I really wanted somebody to fall for All Wrapped Up. I think that'd be a great sleeper holiday horror movie.
The Gift. That's a movie with Jason Bateman, right?
I think so.
I don't know. I just
Psycho
watched
Santa's too on the nose. Of course, there's gonna be a killer Santa Claus movie called Psycho Santa. But what is it as obvious when Santa burns down a strip club? In which movie? The Naughty List, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, Santa's Sleigh, or Merry Kilmas? Who burns that strip club down? Which Santa is it?
Garbage Day. That's not a hint. That's just you can't read Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 without saying Garbage Day.
Silent Night, Deadly Night had the coolest ad too.
It had the great, and like everyone knows, like Mickey Rooney was like a champion against that movie trying to get it banned, and then he was in part 5.
Yeah, that was amazing.
But part 5 is a weird movie.
It's crazy they made that many of them.
It's like right up there, like with the, it's just weird.
Look, you all knew this was going to be Christmas horror themed trivia. Okay, I don't want to hear complaints. It's Santa's Sleigh. What a great name.
Starring Bill Goldberg.
That's why I love You'll Die so much. It was such a great name for a Christmas horror movie, and it had not been taken. And Steph makes it.
That's why Shelby and I need to jump on None for You before it gets taken.
I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. We just got to make it, and it's got to be terrible, but just so we made it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
yeah, Jay. His name was like Pinocchio or
Pinocchio.
Really weird. But what's not weird is this holiday horror movie that was also featured on Kings of Horror. This one involves a man telling stories about brutal Christmas murders.
But weirdly enough,
Christmas, The Big Red Bag, Psycho Santa, or Bloody Gifts.
Weirdly enough, does not feature any real on-screen kills, but there are some scenes of nudity in it. I went back and scrubbed through it. I think we showed this one 2 years ago. I don't think this is last year. I think it's like 2022. A little polarizing, but hey, it's a Christmas horror movie. It was in the catalog, and we showed it to you all, and it's still available. So go watch it, so we can pay our bills.
Yeah, You'll Die. I definitely want to see now. It just sounds.
I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna watch You'll Die. We might do a double feature next week because I'm off work, and I'm sure a lot of people.
Hey, it'll be You'll Die and Die Hard.
You'll Die and Die Hard. That's not a bad combo. It's Psycho Santa, and it's like literally a guy telling stories about other unhinged Christmas murders, and it's like flashbacks, like reenactments, but it doesn't like really show kills. It's a very odd movie. It's like an anthology, but it's not. It's odd, but it is a movie, and it is free. Well, for you all, it is free. We paid for it, so please watch it. Big Red Bag's the porno. You can't forget this one. This was also featured on KOH, and it was about some deadly arts and crafts around the holiday season. Was it Slaughter and Praise, Santa's Supermarket Suite, Present Danger, or the Christmas Craft Fair Massacre? What's up, Thumper? You're a little late, but you can answer the last 3 questions. Get on the board.
Present Danger. Get it?
These, I was really proud of these. The ones in here that aren't real. These also would be worth making.
Yeah. Present Danger for sure.
It's like a
See,
Die
now
Hard
Christmas
sequel.
Craft Fair Massacre almost sounds wacky enough to exist.
We definitely did this. I think this may have been 2 or 3 years ago. I'm pretty sure this one's still on the channel. It may not be. We did it for a Scream Stream episode, like the hosted segment when Patrick and I did them. The one season we got those done, and it's the Christmas Craft Fair Massacre. Yes, it's a real
Knew it.
movie.
Sounds just wacky
It
enough
was
to be a
wild.
thing.
It was wild. Yeah, it's literally it was like making the question was a little. It's like, okay, it's arts and crafts. So which one of these has crafts in the name? It's like, yes, it is literally the Christmas Craft Fair Massacre. All the rest of those are fake movies. Yeah, it was quite an interesting movie for sure. It ends with like a meteorite hitting a mall.
Speaking of meteorites, Santa has done a lot in movies, but in this one, he travels to fight aliens that kidnap children. The sun, the moon, Saturn, or Mars. He's done a lot in movies, but in this one, travels to fight aliens.
Where did he fight the aliens? I forgot the where in there. Sorry.
Yeah. So where does he fight aliens? The sun, the moon, Saturn, or Mars?
That's what I'm saying, Isaiah. I think like Present Danger is like a like a Bruce Willis knockoff Die Hard movie.
Yeah.
It's like a Lifetime channel Die Hard movie with a love story. Alan Rickman and Bruce Willis kiss in that one.
Under the mistletoe.
Under the mistletoe.
Where does Santa fight the aliens? I think I know what I would have put. Would I have been right? No.
Santa conquers.
I would have guessed Saturn, but
Santa conquers the Martians. Not. I guess it was supposed to be kind of scary for like a cheesy '60s movie, but it's a real movie. So cardboard robots and funny costumes, and they do kidnap kids. The Martians do. So Santa goes and
it's surely better than Santa with Muscle, starring Terry Hulk Hogan. Which is
Joseph watches it every year.
A movie I would not watch 25 days in a row.
Maybe that's the challenge next time. And better watch out. Who is the killer? Our bonus 16th question, because I thought I only did 15. Is it Luke? Is it an escaped convict, as it often is? Is it Ashley, or is it a poltergeist? You didn't think I was going to get one in the holiday spirit?
We got to get the polter. We had a bitch and poltergeist sandwich tonight. First and
you
last.
Thought I forgot, didn't you? The Holy Spirit poltergeist. Oh, I guess you all have watched this movie.
Yeah, the person is very punchable. Like, yeah,
yes, they are. I was definitely rooting for them to die until I found out that they were the one causing the dying. It was very unfortunate. Pretty good movie. Good movie. I think Patrick maybe watched this, and I'm like, oh, I don't know about this. And it was like, oh, this is pretty good. I have not rewatched it in a while, though.
The middle finger that she gives the dude at the end, just the look on his face is like, oh, shit.
It's pretty classic. As of course is Luke, that little shit. Killed
and I tell you, when he shoots his friend with the shotgun, that's a holy shit.
Yeah, that movie, it had some great practical effects in it too. It was well done movie. Like it was just a solid original, kind of, it was nice. Sometimes you get those. It's nice when you get those.
Okay, the winner, I'm guessing 9.
I think 9. I think the winner got 12 tonight. There were a couple 0% questions, so nobody's perfect, but I guess 12. Joseph got 13. Jay got 11.
Oh, Joe.
Oh, damn. I guess 12. That breaks my streak. I think the last 3 weeks in a row I'd guessed the right.
You got it right.
So close. I was in between first and second with 12.
Jay close second place. Purple Nurple still up there with Elena and Andy.
Solid.
The mayor. Man, big. 4 of you had 8.
It's top heavy. Brad, were you asleep or did you show up late? That's a bad showing from somebody who's in the trivia tournament of champions.
Yeah, and Joseph solidifying himself as a contender.
Joseph's the highest winner outside of Uncle Pete for the year. So, and Uncle Pete did retire the last quarter of the season to host. So he's not been running.
There's an asterisk next to
yes, Joseph's on steroids. Joseph's been
An
juicing.
asterisk.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't
Joey
think
gets 2 more entries in my giveaway.
nobody new is getting into the Tournament of Champions, so I think we're going to roll with the 9 we got. But we got it's most of the regulars. If you showed up, at least 10 times this year, you're probably in the Tournament Trivia Champions. Like if you won, you're going to win. So we appreciate everyone that shows up every week. We are so happy to do this. I am so happy that we were able to do this every week, except for 2 or 3 that I took off. But consistent trivia.
I enjoy it. That's why I tell my boss, "Hey, I can't work Wednesdays. I got private commitments."
We've really tried to be consistent on getting the schedule, and we're going to experiment next year with we're doing some surveys. We might do some weeks where we do it in front of the movies and try that out. We're going to rotate some hosts and try to get some variety in and try some things out. But there will be trivia. There will be a 2025 Tournament of Champions as well. We will be hosting you all that are in it. I'm getting the format built, so I don't know if we'll be able to show it live or if we'll have to pre-record it and let you all watch them play, because I've got to develop it so that the contenders can answer, but the people watching can't influence the answers of the contenders. So I think we'll have to pre-record it and then show it, but we're working on that. If there's a way to do it live and not have it mess things up, we will try to do it live, like where the actual game is played and you all can watch it happen in real time and answer on your own. Like I want the people that haven't made it to answer the questions as well and have a winner in the audience. And then we might have a special. So if you win in the audience, you might get invited to next year's Trivia Tournament of Champions to try to best a champion.
That'd be cool.
So trying to work out the mechanics for it, but you all will be in touch. We're probably going to record that at some point here in January or February, but don't let that distract you from the fact that you've got to be solidifying your spot for next year's Tournament of Champions, because trivia starts back up fresh on literally, I think it's January the 1st, maybe.
Yeah.
January 1st is Wednesday. We'll see. We might kick trivia off to the second week of January and give everybody the holiday off, but we will. I'll put a poll up because that might be a busy day for folks too. If you're traveling to get back to work and stuff, I know sometimes it's a day you get off and people will need to use it to get back home. So we'll figure that out. But we will be watching a holiday movie. We'll probably be watching You'll Die. We might do a double feature of You'll Die and like Die Hard or something in Discord.
Yeah.
So we're definitely watching You'll Die. I'm gonna put a poll up on the community page, so you all let me know what day you like. I'm down to do it on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, or if we can do it like on the 27th or on the weekend or something. We'll figure it out. I'll ask you all. And so no trivia for the next week, maybe 2 weeks, but there's other stuff. We're gonna have movies. We're gonna have watch-alongs, and go rewatch all those other KOH horror movies, Christmas horror movies, and we will see you next year. In the very least, we'll definitely see you next year. I don't know if we'll see you on the 1st or the what would that be, the 6th? What's the next time?
Definitely show up for the watch along if you want to chat with us again.
Yes, and just kiss you. Well, Jay, you got to pay extra for that kind of action. And thanks everybody, and we will see you around.
Take care, everybody. Happy holidays.
Stay out of trouble. Enjoy it.